Hello, Star Citizens. BuzZz here, and welcome back to my hangar. Now, last night, that's the 22nd of February 2016, CIG released Alpha 2.2 to the PTU, or Public Test Universe. Now, there are a ton of changes in this new patch, more than I can ever list in any video without going over an hour. So I'm going to break this up into several sections. This first video that you're watching now is going to be a ship tour of the new hangar-ready Xi'an Scout. Later on, I'll release a video of the flight-ready Saber. And then in a third video, maybe fourth, depending on if I have to cut it in two, I'll go over some of the changes made in the game with the new patch. And believe me, there are a ton of them. So let's get started and check out the Xi'an Scout. Now I'm in my VFG industrial hangar, also known as the asteroid hangar, because this is the only hangar I've found that actually shows off this ship really well. The lighting in the other hangars, it seems to suck up all the lighting, and the ship is very, very dark. In this hangar you can actually see a lot of the details, and man, is it a beautiful ship. Now this is the, well, I believe it's the third alien ship they've released into the game. The first, of course, being the Scythe, followed by the Glaive, and now this. I don't really count the Freelancer because it's actually a human ship with alien technology, but man, wow, this thing is radical. And of course, sitting here on the landing pad, I'm sure does not do this ship any justice whatsoever. This ship is going to come into its own when it is flying, because it's going to rotate up, those wings are going to spread out, and you're going to see some wicked animations on this thing. But from the look in the hangar, it is very, very intricately detailed. And it has a great use of different types of materials. We've got glossy materials, we've got semi-glossy materials, we've got matte materials, the lighting, and look at these engines. So this ship is, the biggest difference between this ship and others, besides its radical design, of course, is the way its thrusters are handled. So it has 4 thrusters, and I believe those are TR, that's thrust rating, 3 thrusters. Where most ships have main thrusters and maneuvering thrusters, this has just the 4 main thrusters, and they are highly gimbaled, so they can basically rotate into just about any direction to give you maneuverability in that direction. Now the thrusters are two-sided. The front here is actually a retro thruster, and in the back is the main thruster. So wow, again, a beautiful ship. So let's get inside, and I'll show you this really cool animation. See, am I on the right side? Yes, I'm on the right side. Let me try to angle my camera so you can see this. Watch these stairs. So that's a first for Star Citizen. We have some floating stairs. The glass splits apart. And rotates to lock you in. And look at the control surfaces. This is the first of what they're calling the dual ball control surfaces. This is unique to this ship, but we might be seeing it in some other ships eventually. Now I can't move my head around in the cockpit, so I'm going to go back to an external view. And again, you can see, well, I hope you can see, especially on the wing surfaces, you can see some different materials. It goes from shiny to a semi-gloss. And there's actually, it's kind of like a tiger pattern in the paint. And it's just gorgeous. Now this ship is huge. I mean, well, not huge, but it's long. And of course it'll be tall once it's in its flight configuration. So this is going to be quite interesting to see how that fares in dogfighting, because it's going to have a big front face. So the stats, I've been looking at the stats in the webpage, and I've been looking at the ship in the holo viewer to try to determine what it has equipped. And right now, all I can tell you is it's definitely not finished. For what I've seen so far, we've got, for weapons, those are 2 size 3 M5A laser cannons. And this is the first time we've seen the size 3 laser cannons by M5A, by the, is it Bearing, I believe, makes those. There's been a gap between the size 1, size 2s, then it went to size 4s for the ones on the Connie. This is the first time we've seen those. Now, according to the holotable, those are fixed. Of course, you can put some size 3 gimbals on there to put some gimbaled size 2 weapons. But size 3 is pretty good. If this ship is as maneuverable as I think it's going to be, fixed weapons and joystick users are going to really have fun in this ship. Another thing, of course, if you look at the cockpit, that cockpit will rotate as well. So the chair inside, let me go into a closer view. This chair inside actually rotates around this little hamster ball, for lack of a better term, to give you a forward view. Wow, it just looks amazing. So kudos to CIG on a remarkable, beautiful ship. So let's continue with what stats I've been able to figure out. So for a power plant, the website I believe says it holds up to a size 4. And currently it has 1 size 1 installed that I could find. Now there may be more size 1s. Of course, the power supplies are going to be one of the major refactors when they come out with a new item system. So you're probably going to have a 1 or more small size power plants. For shields, the ship currently has 1 size 2, they call it a temporary shield, because of course the shield system is also going through a major refactor. So really don't know exactly what oh wow, look at the engines in there. I haven't seen this angle yet. Wow, look at that. I love the grid work too, this lattice type work. It's gorgeous. Sorry if I keep getting sidetracked, but man, what a ship. Where was I? Shields. So yeah, it's probably going to get 1 or more small shields as well. The engines, of course, as I said, are the 4 TR3 main thrusters, and though the website says it has maneuvering thrusters, I don't believe that. I think it's just going to have these 4 main thrusters with the retro thrusters attached. For coolers, it currently has at least 1 size 1 installed. I don't know if it has more. It's probably going to have more than that as well. And some other things that are installed that I've never seen before. It has 4 size 1 fuel tanks, and those are hidden somewhere on each of the 4 wings. So yeah, wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the little tiger stripes. I hope you guys can see that, the difference in the material. There's a nice close look at one of the engines with it. You can hopefully make out some of that. And this material is really nice. It's a semi-gloss. It's almost kind of like the Merlin. If you've looked at the Merlin up close, it's got a semi-gloss paint job. But the Merlin actually has some, what do you call it, metallic flakes in it. This doesn't have the metallic flakes so much, but it's very iridescent looking. Let's get to a good angle so you can see the exit animation here. Again, you should be able to see the stairs much better. Also, watch the glass as it opens. So the seat actually drops down to let you in and out. And of course the panel with the controls goes up. So yeah, ingenious way of getting into that ship. I like how they did that for the alien technology. Advanced, but not superior. So yeah. Well, real quick, let's go look at the holo table. Just because I want to show you what I've been seeing, what I'm talking about with the parts. Here's our Xi'an Scout. And as the ship's landed, of course, it's in this configuration. And as I said, when it takes off, it's going to rotate to about this angle. And then these four wings will spread out and move around for maneuvering. Similar to the way the Cutlass works, but they're trying to make it look better than the Cutlass. They're trying to slow it down. It's not going to be 100% accurate. The movement's not going to be 100% accurate because it's not going to be as fast as it needs to be. So it doesn't look like it's just spazzing out. But for a cool looking ship, I don't mind a few little concessions for beautiful gameplay. So what I was showing you, here's, okay, there's one of the main engines. It's really hard to click on some things in here. There's one of those fuel tanks. Weapons don't show up, but you can see it's the M5A laser cannon, size 3. And of course, here's the size 3 gimbal. You can put that on and then put a size 2 weapon on those slots. No ammo, no missiles. Here are the power plants, and if I go to equipped current, you can see it has this ACOM size 1 Starheart. I'm sure that's temporary. Shields, as I said, temporary size 2 shields. The thrusters are the TR3. And the coolers, it doesn't actually have any equipped, but it looks like it can equip some size 1s. At least one. Anyway, that about wraps up this ship tour. Once this ship becomes flight ready, you know I'm going to be right on top of it, giving you an in-depth look and review of the ship. The next video you can expect from me will be the Aegis Saber flight test, and although it's kind of early, it'll just be a first look type of flight test. It's going to be not a final, because I'm going to have to update it, obviously, because the stats are likely to change between even now and the ship going live. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like or subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And until next time, this has been BuzZz Killer, and I'll see you guys in the verse.